Imagine you're watching the final LIV golf event of the season. A fan suddenly shouts during a player's shot. The golfer backs away, and then Bubba Watson walks straight toward the crowd and says, "Say something." What happened next immediately became one of the most talked about moments of LIV Golf's finale, and the timing couldn't be more dramatic, because this wasn't just any LIV event. This was the league's unexpected final tournament of the 2026 season. So why did Bubba Watson confront the fan, and what exactly happened between the ropes? Stay with me, because the story gets even more interesting. But first, if you enjoy the biggest and most controversial stories in golf, subscribe to Golf Stories. And turn on notifications, because we bring you the moments the golf world can't stop talking about. Bubba Watson was playing alongside Lee Westwood and Bryson DeChambeau when a spectator suddenly shouted, "Go Bryson, Bryson." Normally, hearing a fan cheer for Bryson wouldn't be a problem, but the timing was everything. Westwood was preparing to hit his shot. The interruption caused him to back away, and that's when Bubba appeared to take matters into his own hands. Watson turned toward the spectator and walked over. Then he challenged him. "You don't want to say anything now. Say something. I'm looking at you. Say it." The fan suddenly had nothing to say, and that moment is what made the footage so compelling. Bubba wasn't simply reacting from a distance. He walked directly toward the situation. For Watson, this appeared to be about basic golf etiquette. Players need concentration when they're standing over a shot. Fans can cheer, they can celebrate, they can make noise, but interrupting a player at the wrong moment can force them to restart their routine. And that's exactly what happened to Westwood. Watson has also shown before that he's willing to defend fellow golfers when he believes a spectator has crossed the line. So while some fans may see Bubba's reaction as excessive, others will see it as a veteran golfer protecting another player. And that's where the debate begins. Because this confrontation happened during a tournament that carries enormous significance for LIV Golf. Indianapolis wasn't supposed to be the final stop of the season. But after the cancellation of the planned Michigan Team Championship, Indianapolis became LIV Golf's unexpected season finale. And that has placed an enormous spotlight on the event. LIV Golf is heading into the offseason with serious questions surrounding its future. The league has been dealing with uncertainty over funding and investment after the Saudi Public Investment Fund stepped back from its previous role. LIV CEO Scott O'Neill has acknowledged that the league is working on a compressed timeline to secure new investment. So suddenly, this isn't just another LIV tournament. It's the end of a season filled with questions about what comes next. And right in the middle of it, Bubba Watson is confronting a fan. There's another fascinating layer to this. LIV Golf has always presented itself differently from traditional professional golf. Music, team competition, crowds, a more energetic atmosphere. LIV famously marketed itself around the idea of golf, but louder. But where exactly is the line between creating an exciting atmosphere and interfering with a player's shot? That's the question this incident brings back into focus. If fans are encouraged to be louder and more involved, should players simply accept more interruptions? Or should there still be a hard line when a golfer is addressing the ball? Bubba Watson's reaction suggests he knows exactly where he believes that line should be. Perhaps the most interesting part is what happened afterward. Watson didn't allow the confrontation to completely derail his tournament. He went back to playing golf. And despite the distraction, he remained firmly in contention. That's important, because it's easy for a confrontation like this to become the entire story. But Bubba still had a tournament to play, Saab. And with LIV's season finale carrying so much attention, every shot mattered. What do you think? Was Bubba Watson right to confront the fan? Was he protecting Lee Westwood from an unnecessary distraction? Or did Bubba take things too far? There's a genuine debate here, because on one side, professional golfers deserve silence when they're hitting, but on the other, LIV Golf has deliberately created a louder and more entertainment-focused environment. So, where should the line be? And perhaps the biggest question of all, one thing is certain. At a tournament already surrounded by questions about LIV Golf's future, Bubba Watson just gave fans another moment they won't forget. And the final LIV event of 2026 suddenly has even more drama. Let me know in the comments, was Bubba right or wrong? And if you want more breaking golf stories, controversial moments, and the drama happening behind the scenes, Subscribe to Golf Stories. Because in golf, sometimes the biggest story happens before the ball is even hit.